Hello friends, good week. How are you today? This is Vladimir and this is our weekly review. Little late today, but I'm just back from Hungary from the best seminar I ever had. It was very amazing. Laszlo, if you hear this weekly review, thank you very much. It was just amazing. I really enjoyed every moment. This is the weekly review, friends, for our, well, last week of November and beginning of December. Are we going to have a rally for the end of the year? That's normally what happens. Can we see and expect it for this year as well? Based to the rumors that Bernanke is going to intervene again and let's call it print some more money. It gives the market some optimism, and we can see that the euro started this week, not just the euro, all the markets started this week with very positive expectations, positive moves. So let's start and let's see what trades we might have for this week. Let's start with the euro dollar, most relevant one. This is the daily chart. We have a beautiful write down on the Bollinger Band, and we have also support area that just began very soon, just right here, and goes a little lower, as we can see. As we can see on the chart, right? So also not just that, that's the area. We also have a beginning of this beautiful, well-built continuing divergence. So I believe the euro is going to play around this area, maybe a little up and down again, to continue this divergence and then to make full, powerful, strong retrace. If the euro reaches the bottoms, the next support areas, and the continuing divergence continue, just look for the buy. Candle pattern will give you the signal to buy the euro dollar. 20 MA of the daily chart will be your first target. Second target, of course, should stay open, as we might have big move, a possible rally for the end of the year. Weekly chart also confirms a support area here, or one lower, as we just saw, and a possible bullish divergence. So let's just see how this week continues. From one side, optimism from Bernanke; from the opposite side, the bad continued sign from Europe. About the pound dollar, we have a stiff support area just right here. The next support area will be lower, as we can see. On daily charts we might see some more support. That's the area we have. Of course the spike, that's the same area we just have. We can see that the pound also has the first very low of the MACD, so we could expect some playing around this area. The pound dollar, from my opinion, could reach even 156, 56.50 even, before the continuation down, or just return and continue lower from here to 154, or even lower around 153. The next support area, important support area, as you can see, that's the area, will be found just right here around 151.50, and the deepest one is the 148.50. As deeper the pound goes, and the continuing divergence we will start see soon makes a bullish slope of the MACD histogram, that will be the sign to buy the pound. I expect the pound to begin its up move very soon, so just get ready to be in. Some interesting pairs to follow as well, from my point of view, is the Aussie against the franc. Let's take a look here. This is the daily chart. We remember that there are rumors that the Swiss bank is going to intervene again. If that's going to happen, and the Aussie franc successfully will break above the previous resistance area 0.93, that should open the doors for a move all the way to 0.96 at least, but honestly I could expect even higher. So if the bank does make the intervention, look to buy the Aussie franc above the 0.93. If you want to make a risky entry, you can also start some position just right now and add more if it makes the breaks with stop loss below the previous low. It would be risky, but it might sound logical because the profit is much bigger than a possible stop loss. Just make sure you do not risk on such aggressive entry more than 1%, or I suggest even less. Let's take a look also on the oil before we continue for forex pairs. We have a stiff area around 102, as you can see. Today also tried to break through but never succeed. And if it will make the break, we have 104 and 106 areas, two stiff areas that should and could easily block the oil rises up and return down again. But it might look like we have a flag here on daily chart as well. If we have a break out of the flag, below the flag, I expect the oil open the gates for its next stiff support area around the 93.50. Around the 94, that's the area. And if it breaks through this area, I expect the oil to go all the way to 91 and on 90 then. So we have two scenarios, the flag and a bull and a bearish divergence from higher highs. So which of them is going to happen? We are going to be in. It looks very promising, very interesting. The next pairs I want to discuss is the Euro New Zealand yen. Well, after the move it did, after the up move, strong up move, and the expectation to block around 181, it did a strong move. Strong even surprised me. As for now, it looks like it found a support. If it breaks through this support, well, my expectations will be very clear that we are going the whole way for this trend line, the daily trend line. So look for this pair. If it breaks through, our target will be the trend line. If it makes the return with possible stop on the RSI 50 and a return, we might see a race to another high, and who knows, maybe for another divergence here. So watch for this pair, as we might have interesting strong move there very soon. The same, by the way, about the pound against the New Zealandian. If it breaks through the support we have just right here around the 205 204.50, if it successfully make it, we are going the whole way for the support trend line, which could meet us around 2 or even lower, who knows. So get ready for this possible trade. So that's the pairs we have so far. And now also let's take a look at the Euro Yen. Very interesting pair to follow. We had a gap open today, but still bearish trend. The only thing I want you to remember that the weekly chart is going to create very soon a bullish divergence. That's what I will be looking to have. It could happen around 103, it could happen around 100 if it makes a down move continue from here and the divergence. But the move looks like only question of time, and if that happens, go and buy the Euro Yen. Still early, but we just get prepared for that. Well, that's actually the best pairs I could find. I also can recommend follow the dollar Singaporean again as a possible double top here on weekly chart, or if it breaks higher, we have also the 132 and the next stiff resistance around 134.50. So, and of course the weekly divergence. It's going to be amazing time for this pair. If it makes the up move, get ready for the sell then. On daily chart we can see the confirmations by our divergence. So I believe that's the time soon for the dollar Singaporean to sell again. If it reaches the resistances again with the divergence, of course, and continuing divergence on the last up move, that will be our sign for a bearish move to begin. The same pretty much is happening with the dollar against the franc. On weekly chart, bearish divergence. Are we going to have a down move from now? We might have another rise all the way to 0.97 or even higher to the parity level to continue with this divergence. But this area begins to be very critical. Based on daily chart, it's time to begin possible sell. I will recommend to look for the previous support area that held it several times to break before we jump into the sell. The previous area is the 0.91. Until it holds, we might see some attempts rise again with continuing divergence and then bam, crash down. So just stay tuned as it's going to happen soon. One of the scenarios. So at the end of the week, the end of the year is coming closer and closer. The speculations are so high with all the situations in Europe and US, and we have a lot of opportunities. Now you have several scenarios for each pair. Just follow and make sure when it happens, just make sure to be in. That's all for this week, friends. Thank you very much for your time. Sorry that this time it was little later, not on Sunday but on Monday. Well, we were on our seminar in Hungary. It was just amazing. Laszlo, thank you very much one more time, my friend. It was just amazing, wonderful, and I actually wait for the next time. So I wish you a beautiful week, a good time, and profitable trade. Thank you very much for your time, for watching this video. Yours, Vladimir. Bye bye.